YouTube. So today what we have is a London Bridge Trading 1749B and a modular sleep system carrier, or MSS carrier, which is this. Now these are getting kind of hard to find nowadays because they're all the rage in the bushcraft community, as well as die-hard Alice pack lovers who attach this to the bottom of their rucks. But I finally managed to locate one and basically attached it through the webbing that is present on the LBT 1749B ruck. So just to showcase, that's how it is. The webbing from the ruck and the webbing from the MSS carrier. And here it is again on the other side. So I ran the webbing from the ruck into the MSS webbing, through the ruck again, and then back to the MSS webbing down there. So now all I have to do is attach this to the frame, and basically we're good to go. One more thing though is to keep these there we go. Keep these detached, flip it around again, and not have them looped through here, because I'm gonna loop them through the frame. Here they are. I'll loop them through the frame and then through the MSS carrier to have them back here. Now, another little addition. I mean, the back padding here is decent enough. It's good enough, but I figured, you know what? I'm chopping up Alice packs, so...
And the video basically stops. So, as we were saying, seeing as I'm chopping up Alice packs, here's the back padding from one of them. And the best thing about this is that I can put this in here and give it even more padding. So once I do that, I think I'll be able to get back to you and see how this whole setup looks. And that was an Alice frame that just toppled over. But what we have here is a MALICE frame with the Hellcat mod, the Molle 2 shoulder harness and hip belt. And as you can see, the structure is just completely different compared to a standard Alice frame, which is the one that I dropped earlier. I mean, completely different. And one thing I wanted to touch up on is basically how the MALICE frame is the best option available on the market, especially if you want to consider a Hellcat mod. Now what I did here is, for example, I looped it down underneath over this, and then basically through that through here, came over, looped it again, and then I just looped it through here and cinched it. So, I mean, other videos and other users out there, what they do on a standard Alice frame is basically tie all of this center strapping, whether it's on the Molle, whether it's on the Woodland shoulder harness or the ACU slash UCP models, which have a much shorter center strap. What they do normally is just tie it around here, but personally I would advise against that, because this fulcrum is basically nowhere near strong enough to support all of that stress and all that pressure on it, which is why, like you can see, this Alice frame's just slightly dented, or rather bent out of shape right there. And yeah, again, I tried to repair it as best I could, but some slight warping in the structure of the frame. I mean, this is a GI one, and you can already see the thickness right there. It's completely different. The MALICE frame just has that extra millimeter all the way around, but I mean, I don't know, actually. I haven't measured it. That's probably something I should do in a different video, is really get the specs down and have a comparison between standard GI frames, or even basically the replicas, which are these ones, which are completely, I mean, these are so lightweight. I would not recommend these on anything bigger than a large Alice pack, and that's including the GI frames, to be honest, because they just wouldn't hold the weight that that this pack has to offer, especially not with the MSS carrier attached to the bottom. Also, another thing, I mean, look at the difference at the bottom. These metal rods here, welded. I mean, Tactical Tailor did a great job on this, and they basically strengthened the entire Alice system, suspension system at least, and made it something enjoyable. Because before, I mean, with all those issues that other Alice frames have, some of which I touched upon in other videos, I mean, you just don't want to go through the hassle of having one of these break on you, pop on you. As you can see, I just DIY repaired one here. I'm yet to repair this bit here, which is just still rivet that's popped and just stuck in there. But yeah, I mean, minor repairs. But this thing is not going anywhere. So anyway, going back to the pack, here's the Hellcat mod. And oh yeah, one thing I failed to mention earlier is why this center rod right here is at literally the perfect height to keep this shoulder harness in place, and as well as use the center strap and hold it in place and give it more strength and stability. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Also, as you can see, I mean, the padding on the back is at just the right height for when I'm about to insert the frame. Bam, right there, and basically have this padding on my center to lower back, and that right above my shoulders, reinforced with this extra piece of chopped up Alice pack shoulder, or rather back pad. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm hoping to strap everything together, but I'm gonna have to leave you on that one. Oh yeah, one little addition. I couldn't find these. I mean, when I purchased the Molle 2 shoulder harness, they came without the quick release the quick release straps, so I had to basically purchase them separately, and these were in gray because they came from the ACU set. But I dyed them with the Rit dye apple green, and I mean, I'm pretty pleased with the results compared to all the other webbing. I think it does the job. It's you know, it's close enough, and it just looks legit, like legit military surplus webbing. So yeah, another thing that I keep forgetting to mention is how, unfortunately, the only thing that I'm kind of learning to live with is that you kind of have to layer the hip belt with something like a butt pack or something like that, and that's going to be another video altogether on how I set up an Alice pack, or rather, sorry, an old Alice system butt pack, weave it through the frame itself here, and just hold that pouch basically within the space provided between the hip belt and the frame. I also tried that with the detachable patrol pack from the CFP90, and that's what I was initially running that whole setup with. Also because I could unclip the shoulder straps. Again, probably another video. And then basically have the option of having a patrol pack as well as my main rucksack. But yeah, I think I've been babbling on for quite some time now. So I'll see you basically with the updated version of everything set up, and we'll take it from there. How about that? So thank you for bearing with me, and especially the first half of the video, because I was not gonna redo that. I mean, my phone just died, and yeah, I figured that works. Why not? So thank you for your attention, and I'll see you in the next project.